80 to 90% of people give up on their New Year's resolutions by February. That means that you're probably one of them. Everyone has goals for the new year, but few will actually make it and achieve those goals. And there's a certain reason for that. There are certain mindset strategies that you need to adopt in order to stay committed to your goals for 2024. And in this video, I'm going to explain those to you. But first, we need to talk about something, and that is this whole new year, new me mentality that I'm sick of hearing. New year, new me is that same phrase that you hear every year, and it quickly fades within the first month. People follow the crowd of this new year, new me mentality and don't realize that they're going to fail for this reason alone. There isn't a need to wait until a certain date to start something. It doesn't change the significance of it. The calendar year is just a concept. There's no relative difference between December 1st and January 1st. If you have some idea that you want to improve your life, just start there. Having this mindset of putting things off until a certain date or waiting until the new year so you can have a clean slate just shows that this problem in your life doesn't mean much to you. Because once you put in this idea of changing for the better, that's when resistance comes in and tries to block it. I've said before that resistance only comes when you want or need to do something beneficial for your life. And it takes the form of fear, procrastination, and perfectionism. The longer you wait to start something, the more time you give to doubt yourself and overthink things. You're going to be more likely to put things off even after the new year because you're still not ready yet. And you might actually overindulge in something that you shouldn't leading up to the new year to get that last bit of pleasure before you quit, just decreasing your willpower even further. If you have this idea of I'm going to go on a strict diet and I'm going to work out starting on January 1st or 2nd, then all of December you might have been like just binge eating food and just being as lazy as possible because you know that you think that you're gonna not let yourself do that in the future, which is just putting you at a disadvantage. Imagine having this idea that you want to lose weight, so instead of just starting right there, you put it off, and then in the meantime you gain more weight to get yourself some more pleasure before you actually start making progress towards losing weight. That's crazy. That you're just putting yourself at a disadvantage. You can't expect yourself to be disciplined in anything if you go at it with a sense of fear and doubt. You'll never feel ready for some things, and January 1st isn't going to change that. And I know that this video is coming out around that time, but it's like this still is practical. Whatever you're going to do, don't put it off any longer. Sorry to interrupt, but I have an announcement to make. This weekend, I'm going to be hosting a weekend workshop with my good friend Aziz from the YouTube channel Looking Fresh, and he is an expert on glowing up for young men. On the 6th of January, he'll be hosting a group call on Google Meet, showcasing his ultimate glow up protocol, so you can glow up physically and mentally for 2024. On the 7th of January, I'll be hosting my mental mastery protocol, so you can master your mind and get all of your goals accomplished for 2024. I'll also be giving you early access to my Notion template that you can use to apply the knowledge and actually plan for 2024. And yes, this weekend, the 6th and the 7th of January. And there will be limited spots. I won't waste any more of your time. If you're interested, click the first link in the description to watch the full videos about what you're actually getting. And to kind of add to this whole point of like the new year, new me is like this idea of the New Year's resolution and the group motivation that comes from it. When you decide to wait until everybody else changes to start yourself, it implies that you're only doing it to fit in rather than doing it to improve your own life. Then when other people stop going to the gym or they stop working on their business or whatever it is, then you stop too because it's more socially acceptable to stop going and stop doing those things because everyone else is doing it, right? The self-help industry and the fitness industry both benefit this time of year because of people like you who want to change for the new year, right? They skyrocket in revenue. Even me, my views are gonna go up this time of year just because everyone's gonna be getting into the self-help at the beginning of the year. I already know what's gonna happen. But then as time goes on, people are gonna stop going to the gym. They're gonna stop, watching the videos as much and things like that. People are just gonna kind of fade away and go back to their old ways. And if you think about it, like gyms actually count on people giving up on their New Year's resolutions each year because it's just more money for them and less work. For Planet Fitness, it doesn't matter if you show up to the gym or not. As long as they get you in that contract, you're in. And like they make it hard for you to actually quit. Like you actually have to go in person and cancel your membership. And if you think about it, who wants to do that? Who wants to go into a gym, pretty much admitting failure, saying, okay, yeah, I'm not gonna, work out anymore, It's like it's shameful to go inside there and do that, but they make you do it in person for a reason, because it's that extra friction between you and canceling the membership. It's the shame of going in person, and you're probably just lazy to go in person. So then they're profiting from you, but you're not profiting from them. Anyways, relying on motivation in general, just plain old motivation, is bad, because you won't be able to handle the problems that are going to come from you chasing your goals. All it takes is some bad weather, or maybe your blankets are a little bit too warm, and one morning you just don't feel like going, and then you decide to take a day off, and then the same thing happened the next day. You stayed comfortable, you chose comfort, and then now it's a habit. What about when things get rough, when you're working on your business? You encounter a roadblock. Is that New Year's motivation going to be enough to push you through those hard times? You start with tons of motivation, but then the moment that something doesn't go your way, you fold. So those two things I think are like the biggest reasons why people give up on their goals so easily. And now I want to explain to you like what you can do to actually stay on track towards your goal this year and not end up part of the 80 to 90% of people who fail. To stick with your goals, you actually have to understand them fully. So why do you want this? Is it a shallow goal? Where did this desire form? How much do I want this? If you don't know why you're doing something, you will crumble at the slightest inconvenience. A lot of people are going to prescribe you quick fix solutions that will make it seem like you're going to complete your goals quicker than what's actually possible. In reality, nothing good comes from a quick fix solution. It won't be enough to fix the deeper problem that lies within. Remember, everyone is going into this new year with expectations to change their life for the better, but most people are shallow. Developing a philosophy for why you're doing something will create intrinsic reasons for you to keep going, even when things aren't going your way or you don't feel like it. I've said before, wanting a Lamborghini is not going to drive you the same way that wanting to retire your mother does. Wanting to go to the gym to get in shape for your future self, as opposed to just looking good for the summer, is going to drive you a lot more. And the next thing you need to do is play the long game. Understand that anything of value requires a lot of development. It doesn't matter what you do or how much you do it, you won't see results right away. What does matter is that you're making good decisions and doing the things that align with your goals every day. When we work towards a goal, the actions that we take at the start seem to make no difference until we actually reach a breakthrough. And most people don't have the patience to wait for that breakthrough, and that's why so many people end up giving up on their goals. We live in a society of instant gratification and immediate pleasure at our fingertips. You don't feel resistance towards watching TV because it's easy. You don't even have to actually click the buttons anymore. You can just turn on the TV, play an episode, and then Netflix will just keep on playing the episodes for you. You don't even have to press next episode. That's how easy it is. You're not going to sit here and say that that's hard for you to do, right? There's no resistance there. But you will feel resistance towards your goals because they're hard and they're beneficial for you. They require delayed gratification. In Atomic Habits, James Clear brings up this concept of the plateau of latent potential and explains that powerful outcomes are usually delayed. When you look at the graph, you'll see that what we think should happen is that progress in time should move linearly. What actually happens is that there's a lot of time before we start to see results from our previous actions, and then there is that breakthrough moment where the results really start to show. Most people don't understand this, and they fall into what's called the valley of disappointment. So for example, again, a lot of people have New Year's resolutions to get in shape for this year, but they will likely get discouraged when they don't see progress as quickly as they'd like, and then they're gonna end up giving up. And when I say it like that, you can see how this type of thing will affect your life as a whole, not just in getting, fitness, but really any aspect of life. Playing guitar, it's just hobbies too. Like a lot of people give up on their hobbies really quickly too because they're not making progress as fast as they think they should. So imagine how many ways that this affects you in your day-to-day life in important things. And that's why most of us choose to opt for those instantly gratifying things in life, which usually lead to addictions. People who adopt this delayed gratification mindset and make it through the valley of disappointment, January, will see results of their efforts. And the next thing you have to do is sacrifice for your purpose. So whatever it is that you want going into 2024, that is your current purpose. To peel back that purpose layer, you need to align 100% of your life to it. And to align yourself with your purpose, you need to understand that it's going to take sacrifice. Anything of value requires you to sacrifice the things that are going to get in the way. So think about your current purpose. Think about the thing that might be worth sacrificing to get there, but you don't want to. Maybe you need to sacrifice bad friends, junk food, social media, video games, whatever it is. You probably have some idea of what that thing is. For me, I sacrificed all of those things because my goal for the year 2023 was to quit my job, and I succeeded in that. And that I would not have succeeded in that if I didn't make sacrifices. If I didn't make sacrifices, I would still be working there, right? And your mind will make excuses trying to justify keeping it around, but you know the thing that I'm talking about. And it took someone saying this same kind of thing to me that really made me like just quit all of these things at once, and it made me realize that like these things will get in the way of the things that I want to do. If that thing was worth keeping around, then you wouldn't have thought about it when I started talking about sacrifices. We all must suffer from one of two pains, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. Do you feel regretful of how you spent 2023? If so, you chose that pain. Now you have a chance to choose which pain you'll suffer this year. Choose wisely. That is all for now. I think this is supposed to be like a shorter video. I don't know if it ended up being that short. I'm not really good at this short video stuff, but I've been very busy working on some big projects. I have like a big video coming out soon and some other stuff, so be on the lookout for that. Make sure you check out my 14 Days to Purpose challenge, free course that will help you build a journaling habit that will actually help you live more purposefully for 2024. So check that out. Join the Discord. We got plenty of people inside there, help you stay accountable. Yeah, that's all. Have a great weekend and Happy New Year. See ya.